Welcome back, Awaken Intuitives. Natalie here, and welcome to any new Awaken Intuitives. I hope you're all doing well. I know that the super buck moon is coming up on the 13th, and I think we are all feeling it. It affects our emotions, and so things seem pretty chaotic and just a lot happening anyway. So I am back to do a reading that was brought to me by one of my subscribers, Chaparra or Chaparra. So thank you for bringing that to me. It is a crazy case, okay? I'm going to be reading the information that I have about it, and where I got that information. I will link that in the description below for you if you want to check that out, but I'm going to be reading that, and I will be timestamping this. So I will timestamp this for the prayer, the singing bowl, and then when we actually start the reading. If you want to skip, you can, but I would like for you, if you don't know the case information, I would like for you to know, so you understand and understand the questions that I have, and also be a part of the prayer. I would love that. It helps, it's stronger, makes us more connected, and all those things. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna write down my timestamps so I can be prepared for that when I need to do that. And the timestamps will be in the comments below, okay? So I've got a lot of pages to read, just so you're aware, okay? So let's do info, case, prayer, singing bowl, and then read. Not read, read. Okay, so we are gonna start reading at 2:25. We'll do that. And yeah, so prepare. This is a crazy case, okay? All of this information is for entertainment purposes only, okay? So yeah, let's just begin, all right? Okay, so it is on Maya or May Millete. She's a Filipino American woman. She disappeared on January 7th, 2021 in Chula Vista, California. It's a near inside San Diego area. She was 39 years old and she had 3 children. She was born Maya Tabalanza on May 1st, 1981 in the Philippines. She's 5'2". She was married to Larry Millete. She supposedly finally got tired and stood up for herself and finally filing for divorce, or about to file for divorce. It was revealed that Maya had an appointment scheduled with a divorce attorney the day she went missing, okay? She was last seen on video surveillance footage on January 7th, 2021. Maya was last seen at her home on Thursday around 5 p.m. Her husband was the last to see her, saying that they got into an argument and she left, seemingly to cool off. But her car was still in the driveway. Her credit card was not used and her phone went straight to voicemail, and she was not seen on neighbors' surveillance ever even leaving the house, okay? The Lexus, their vehicle, was backed into the garage at an angle, so the neighbor's doorbell camera could not see the doorway or anything being done. The husband took off and was gone for 11 and a half hours. A lawyer went to their home 4 days later, which was at 2400 block of Paseo Los Gatos in Chula Vista. He knocked on the door and was let in. And looked around and noticed that a deep freezer was missing and was removed from the garage of the home. Supposedly it was given to the husband's uncle. Supposedly the deep freezer is at the uncle's home. On January 10th, 2021, a missing persons report was filed at 1 a.m. after 3 days and no sign of Maya. Maya's sister, Mary Chris Droulet, reported her missing. 2 days before Maya went missing, there was a birthday party planned for her oldest child. Here's some information about her children. Her first daughter was born January 2010. Sorry. The second daughter was born in 2011, and the son was born in 2016. January 3rd, 2021, Larry and Maya argued over a Jeep Wrangler. They brought with them on a camping trip to Glamis sand dunes in California. A family member claimed during the trip, Maya said, if anything happened to me, it would be Larry, her husband. Okay, that's a note I wrote down. I have another one, but I'm going to get to that later. Anyway, so for the birthday party planned for her oldest child 2 days before she went missing, Maya's family has stated that Maya and Larry were having issues in their marriage, but did not elaborate further. Maya's friends and family were suspicious of Maya's husband, Larry, from almost the beginning. Investigators say shortly after Maya's disappearance, Larry had been contacting spellcasters to try and put a hex on his wife so that she would stay in the marriage. Okay. Maya's sister, Mary Crease, and her husband, Richard Rowlett, have fought hard so Maya's disappearance doesn't become a cold case. Maya's background. Maya was 13 years old when she immigrated to the United States from the Philippines with her parents and siblings in 1995. Mary Crease says her sister thrived in Honolulu, Hawaii, where the family settled to build a new life. Maya met her future husband, Larry Millete, when they were both working at a fast food restaurant in Honolulu. Larry's family had also immigrated from the Philippines. When Larry turned 18 and joined the Navy, the couple decided to get married. I believe it was the same year. Maya and Larry moved to Southern California and built their careers working for the Navy, which there is a Navy base in California, San Diego. Larry was an optician, and Maya worked as a supervisor contract specialist at Naval Base San Diego. Maya and Larry decided to wait 10 years before having to start a family. They had 2 daughters and 1 son. In early January 2021, Maya was focused on planning a ski trip to Big Bear, California for her daughter's birthday, but her family grew concerned after she stopped communicating on January 7th. Mary Crease says that when their brother JR drove over to their house to check on Maya the next day, her husband Larry told him Maya had been in the bedroom for several hours. JR knocked on the door, her door, but no response. Mary Crease said he kind of just thinks, okay, maybe she's sleeping. Larry did say that they had an argument. He left it at that. We believed Larry. They had an argument and she just want to be left alone. The following day, when there was still no news from Maya, Mary Crease and Richard drove over to the Millete house. Richard Rowlett said, when we walked in, the house was a mess, which I've never seen their house messy, and it was cold. It was January, and he had the AC running, which was really cold. This time, Larry told them Maya was out. It was asked, so Larry says Maya's been where? Richard said, hiking when she went hiking. Suspicious that something wasn't right, Mary Crease reported her sister missing to the Chula Vista Police Department that night. It was asked, how did the police react? Mary Crease said, they sent 3 officers, went through the house, they questioned us. Mary Crease and Richard were upset with what they say was a lack of concern from the police. That's very common, isn't it? Okay. Richard said, it seemed like there was no urgency from the police department to investigate properly. By January 10th, Maya had been missing for 3 days. Her family gathered at her home to celebrate her daughter's birthday, hoping against hope. Mary Crease said, sobbing, we're all like looking at the door, hoping she'll walk in on her daughter's birthday. She never did. I felt so bad after that. She said, talking about the daughter, Mommy didn't show up for my birthday. I didn't know how to comfort her. As Maya's family tried to keep normalcy for the sake of the children, Richard was watching Larry during the party. Richard said, just laid back, wearing his navy sweats on a Sunday, no shoes. Larry had no concern whatsoever on his face for his missing wife, not even for his daughter's birthday. That night, Maya and Larry's friend Claudia got the distressing news that Maya was missing and drove over to the Millete house. By now, the birthday party had turned into a search party. Claudia said, so they were outside with babies and blankets trying to look for their sister, their daughter. Her parents are elderly. The brothers and the brother-in-law were out knocking on doors, giving out flyers. Claudia said, He, Larry, had no interest in helping. As more word spread of Maya's disappearance, more friends stepped in trying to help. Mr. Little, which was the divorce attorney, I believe. Okay, Mr. Little said, my wife, Lou, was working at 32nd Street Naval Base and said that a friend of hers went missing. The family is concerned. Would you help them? Somebody asks for help. You just do it, right? So if she was still alive, I needed to get her to her quickly. That's why I went straight to the last place she was seen, which was that house. I had no idea it would turn into what it was. On January 11th, 2021, 4 days after Maya was last heard from, attorney Billy Little, a former criminal defense investigator for the U.S. Navy, maybe it wasn't the divorce attorney, but his wife's friend was Maya. Anyway, a former criminal defense investigator for the U.S. Navy decided to step into the missing persons case. Little wanted to talk to Larry. Amongst other things, he had found it odd that Maya's husband wasn't the one who initially called Chula Vista Police Department. Little said, in fact, when the family wanted to call 911, he discouraged it. It was asked, were there police around also investigating at this point? No. Little said no. According to the family, the police had come. He had given them, I guess, the same story. In news reports at the time, a Chula Vista police spokesperson stated that Larry was being cooperative. They were treating it as a missing person case and had no indication of foul play. Little says after he showed Larry his naval civilian ID, he let him in. Little said, I started looking for things that I thought might be suspicious in the house. Just like Mary Crease and Richard, he noticed something strange. Little said, most of the windows in the house were open. It was clear he was trying to air the house out. Little knew from Maya's family that the couple had a fight on the day she was last heard from. Little said, I was looking to see if there's any damage in the house that would indicate some domestic violence. I'm also looking for defense wounds on his hands, which I don't see. But Little says he did see something outside the Millete bedroom. Little said, we went upstairs where her bedroom was. The first thing I noticed was the hole in the door right next to the handle, because it's right in the area where if you need access to the locked room, you're going to punch right through there. And I touched the patch and it felt new. It felt wet. I made a comment to Larry about it. Hey, what's this? And he says, oh yeah, Maya punched a hole in the door there. Inside the bedroom, Little says he noticed another hole on the wall that also appeared to have been recently repaired. Little said, that would have been too high for Maya to punch because she was smaller. And I said, Larry, what about this hole? And he said, oh yeah, she got mad and she punched that too. It was asked, Larry's creating a picture here of a woman who is violent. Is this adding up to you? Little said, no, none of this story is adding up. It was asked, when you left the house that day after collecting those puzzle pieces, what were you thinking? Little said, I thought Larry killed her and we need to find out what he did and what he did to the body. But I wasn't ready to tell Mary Crease yet because I didn't know, right? I could be wrong. Little began canvassing the area in the neighborhood and knocking on doors to track down home security footage to see if anything suspicious was caught on the camera around the Millete house. Little said, so I knew we had to get to that quickly and preserve it quickly. What Little found was a treasure trove of clues. He says a camera from a neighboring house recorded the voices of the Millete children playing in the yard at 10:30 p.m. on the night their mom was last heard from. Little said, on a school night, and it's cold outside, and the weather, I believe it was in the high 40s that night. Another camera recorded Larry backing their Lexus into the garage at 5:58 a.m. the next morning. Little said, you can't see what's going on, but you can see it going into the garage. Larry then leaves the house at 6:45 a.m. and doesn't return home for almost 11 and a half hours. It was asked, you could have moved on. Why did you stay on this case and take matters into your own hands? Little said, in my mind, my job wasn't nearly complete. Little also said, it was just beginning, tearing up. When I see Mary Crease and I see her crying, I'm just like, I got to figure this out. It's just not in me to quit, so I don't. As Billy Little continued investigating, Mary Crease and Richard turned to local media and organized the first search for Maya on the hiking trails behind her house. Alida Wan, an attorney and true crime author, saw Maya's case on the news and started following it closely. Alida said, "You realize that this was somebody that was very vibrant, was really out there living her life, and that is part of why it's also shocking that she's missing. It shocks your conscience." As the case gathered steam in the media on January 23rd, 2021, 2 weeks after Maya's disappearance, the Chula Vista Police Department searched the Millete house. Alida said, and what they did find was that Larry had a lot of firearms. They seized 2 Glock handguns, a rifle, and a shotgun, and they found that he was in possession of an illegal assault weapon. Investigators also downloaded images from Larry's phone 3 days later. The police were back. Alida said on January 26th, they served another search warrant, and the police took navigation system, the GPS from Larry's Lexus. Meanwhile, Maya's friends had been revealing details about the couple's relationship. Claudia said, "I will say March or so of 2020, the obsession became obvious. Larry's wife went missing. Obvious. Larry's behavior had grown alarming before his wife went missing." Claudia said, "He would do subliminal messages for her to be that perfect spouse." Subliminal messages, okay? And it was everywhere. Everywhere she walked at different times, they would turn on. That is insane. It sounds like from a movie. Claudia also said she didn't just walk out. That's something she would never do. About a month after Maya's disappearance, her husband Larry hired a lawyer and stopped cooperating with investigators. Claudia said, "I believe that he did something to her." Billy Little was told by Maya's friends and family that troubling signs in the marriage began emerging the year before. Little said, and it started back in January of 2020 when they started having marital problems. Mary Crease said, "Larry would call every single one of us trying to ask for help to intervene, into the marriage. Larry was complaining that Maya was having a midlife crisis. Richard, Maya's brother-in-law, said he's like, well, she's been going out with her friends more often, and she has a lot of single friends." Mary Crease said, "But my sister is saying, it's not me, it's Larry." Maya's friend Claudia spent time with the couple socially. Claudia said his relationship was very kind of to the side and just very watchful. From what my observation of him, he always had to be in control. Claudia recalls an instance when Larry couldn't get a hold of Maya at work. Claudia said, when somebody might be agitated or overhear their voice, I did hear, where are you? It takes you this long to get from your car to your office. Who are you talking to? Mary Crease said, he wants her to be submissive, for her to comply to him, to be the same person as, she used to be. But Maya's loved ones say that Maya was changing. Richard said she was growing into someone new, a strong woman for sure. As the months passed in 2020, Larry's grip on Maya tightened. Little said he's now tracking her spending habits. He's got into all of her social media accounts. She doesn't have any privacy, and he claimed she was straying. Larry accused her of having affairs with several men at work, wrote emails to her boss, too, at work. He knows that if he tells the boss that she's having an affair with somebody at work, that she will get fired. Mary Crease and Richard says NCIS launched an investigation. Richard said they didn't find any evidence of her having an affair, so they closed that. Mary Crease said, yeah, right, but Larry seemed fixated on the idea that Maya was unfaithful. Little said, he tells all of Maya's family she's cheating, she's sinful, help me get her back on the Christian religious way. Starts forcing her to go to church. These are texts that Larry sent Maya's family. Little said, he's quoting the Bible, and it says, for the lips of the adulterers, women drip honey. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave. He's talking about Maya, Little also said. In his own words, he said that he was getting desperate and he felt that the devil was tempting him. At some point, man, my sage went out and that's burning good. Okay, at some point, Maya's family says they told her they were concerned about what was unfolding. Mary Crease said, at that time, we knew that my sister's ready to move on. We told her, whatever your decision is, we're here to support you. By the fall of 2020, Little says Larry was growing increasingly desperate to hold on to Maya. Little said And so what does he do? He goes to witchcraft. There are people on the internet that'll sell you for $5, you know, how to make a spell that will get her to be attracted to you, to bind your marriage in blood. And that's what he tried to do, does a witchcraft blood altar. A photo from Larry's phone shows a picture of an altar he made with Maya's photo, and him as well, had blood thrown all over it. Okay? I personally believe in this stuff. Okay? I don't know if you do, but I believe in this stuff. Okay? I believe in the spiritual. I believe in this stuff, evil and good. Okay? Anyway, crazy. Whew. All right. Little says Larry contacted numerous spellcasters and even wrote a review for one. And it was said, she is kind of professional and courteous. My casting has not yet manifested, but I'm really hoping and counting on it. Little said, like it's an Uber ride, like, oh, 5 stars, good job, spellcaster. So he's not quite as smart as he thinks he is. He doesn't realize that all of that stuff is pointing the finger at him. By December of 2020, Maya and Larry were sleeping in separate rooms. Little says Maya found speakers in her room and confronted Larry, okay? He admitted he had been playing subliminal messages while she slept. My gosh, okay. Maya messaged a friend and said her marriage was definitely over. It was asked, what was that message that was coming out of those speakers under her bed? Little says, it's right there. This was asked, oh, no more men. Or it was said, oh, no more men. Little replies, no more men. On New Year's weekend, Maya told her family her decision. Mary Grace said she's ready for a divorce. She's finally made up her mind. I just told her, just be careful, just be careful. On January 7th, the last day she was heard from, Maya filled out a divorce intake form and made an appointment with a divorce attorney. Allison, another friend of Maya's, said, I think she told him that she was going to file for a divorce. Claudia said he snapped when he found out that he was finally losing her. What had happened in the house that night? Little thinks he knows after a neighbor reached out with some information. It was asked, the neighbors, do they say, oh yeah, we've heard gunshots? Little said, yep. Not only did they tell me that, they've got gunshots, but they've got audio. A home surveillance system from the neighbor captured loud bangs around 10 p.m. that night. Little also believes they are gunshots. Little said, it's coming from Larry and Maya's house. Remember, Little had tracked down the other home security footage that police agreed captured audio of the Millete kids playing in the backyard at 10:30 p.m.? Little said the picture is becoming more and more clear. He's got to clean up and he's got to take care of the body, move the body. So he needs to send those kids outside on a school night at 10:30 p.m. in the cold. It was asked, do you try to speak to law enforcement? Little said, I did. I told them what I had found, and time again, there was just no follow-up by the police. Like, this is so irritating. Just think of what the family was thinking and feeling and going through. The Chula Vista Police Department declined 48 hours request for an interview, but in April 2021, they told local media that it had been an active investigation since mid-January, and they were keeping their cards close to the vest. Richard said, it's tough. There was very minimal details, and that was part of our frustration working with the police department. Alita said, the family now is having various rallies in front of Chula Vista Police Department, basically demanding answers. But the police are not going to release a lot of information to the family. This is potentially a murder investigation. Understood. In May 2021, the police served Larry Millete with a gun violence restraining order. Among the reasons, investigators had found an image of guns on Larry's phone. Another photo, which had been redacted, featured the couple's 4-year-old son surrounded by weapons. Authorities retrieved more firearms from the Millete house. Little said, I think that was a smart move by the police. It protects the children while they try to buy a little bit of time, but it also protects them if they have to go in and arrest him. True. In the summer of 2021, investigators named Larry Millete a person of interest in his wife's case. Alita said, you keep wondering, is this going to be the time that they are going to arrest Larry? October 19th, 9 months after the disappearance of Maya, investigators did just that. It took 9 months. Like, how irritating, you know? like a big truck came through. Anyway, okay, Chief Kennedy press conference today. Chief Kennedy says this at a press conference. Today at 11:42 a.m., the Chula Vista Police Department SWAT team arrested Larry Millete for the murder of his wife, Maya Millete. And with that, even more evidence came to light. Maya's family and friends anticipated the news of an arrest for months. Allison said, I understand that there's a case that needs to be built. There's only one shot, but it just seemed like it was too long. Yet when Maya's husband, Larry Millete, was arrested for her murder in October 2021, it was still a mixed range of emotions. It was asked, did I say 2021 right? I don't know why. Okay, it was asked, Claudia, what was your reaction? Claudia said, relieved, yet at the same time sad. And so although you keep that hope up, now it became real. Richard said, I think we had different reactions. I said, finally, she started crying. Mary Crease said, he's been with us for 20 years. My sister did love him. She gave him 3 kids. He just couldn't let go. In a press conference, San Diego County District Attorney Summer Stephan laid out some of the details of the months-long law enforcement investigation. Summer Stephan said, in homicide cases, there's often a triggering event. In this case, the last call recorded that Maya made was to a divorce attorney. That call was at 3:48 p.m. Home security cameras captured Maya arriving at her house at 4:42 p.m. There were no images of her leaving. Investigators had also turned up more evidence of Larry trying to keep Maya in the marriage through the supernatural before she went missing. Summer Stephan said, I've never had a case where that was involved, but the spells they discovered went beyond more than asking Maya to be attracted to him. According to the arrest warrant, Larry now wanted Maya to be harmed. Alita said, before Maya went missing, Larry sent this message to a website that claims to cast spells. Please punish Maya, and incapacitate her enough so she can't leave the house. It's time to take the gloves off. That was his comment on there. It was evidence, they say, of his unbalanced mindset and homicidal ideation. Alita said, the day Maya went missing, Larry sent countless emails to spellcasters. I think she wants me to snap. I'm shaking inside, ready to snap. What's more, according to the arrest warrant, Larry had allegedly snapped before. It was said one of Maya's friends said that Maya told her Larry choked her to the point where she was unconscious. Mary Crease said, I just heard that. Oh, I was mad. How could he do that? Maya had never shared that with Mary Crease. Mary Crease said she didn't share what she was going through because she didn't want the family to worry about her. She was also protecting Larry, and she was protecting her children. It was asked, were you aware of any physical abuse? Claudia said no. Allison said no. Allison said she would say little things here and there, but not always to the same person. Claudia said there were already incidents that were huge red flags, that if we all knew it at the same time, it would have been a bigger picture. I feel guilty, after the fact. Once she went missing, it was a very harsh reality for me. Cries. She started crying. I wasn't able to help her, and I will forever live with that. Evelyn Rodriguez said, nobody had full picture right besides the two of them. Evelyn Rodriguez is an associate professor of sociology who teaches on topics of race and identity at the University of San Francisco. She reviewed the case for 48 hours. Evelyn said, the signs of domestic abuse can be so hard to identify because we as a society are unable to distinguish the line that divides that kind of zealous, passionate love from controlling behavior. Larry Millete checks all the boxes for domestic partner abuse. Evelyn said he knew what Maya's pressure points were, and so he weaponized her work. He weaponized her children, her family, her religion, before he got desperate enough to try these other means of controlling her and keeping her in the marriage. Rodriguez suggests that when Larry turned to spellcasting as another method to control Maya, he may have been inspired by an old world form of folk magic in the Philippines. This is what I thought of from the very get-go when I heard he went to spellcasting and spell work and witchcraft. It was that he grew up in the Philippines. They did. And down there, it's a real thing for them. It is a real thing for them, okay? Evelyn said, and this stuff, like the world to our parents even Somehow that has evolved into what I think Larry was able to find. But Rodriguez points out that it is important not to lose sight of what the issue is here. Evelyn said, really, the story here is that this was an abusive partner, regardless of his culture, who was exhibiting every single sign of domestic abuse. With Maya's alleged killer behind bars, her family knew their work was not done. They were more determined than ever to find her. Energized with new information that had come out after Larry's arrest, Alita was part of that search. Alita said, the thing that this case really needed was to be able to know where to search. That was a problem here. You can't just search the entire world. Search parties began looking for Maya in vast desert areas east of Chula Vista near the Arizona border. Richard said this area is a hot spot, that Larry could have brought Maya's body out there. Like Billy Little, investigators obtained footage that showed Larry leaving the house in the couple's Lexus for almost 11 and a half hours the day after his wife was last heard from. They analyzed the car's navigation system. Richard said, according to the information that we have now, he was about 2.5 hours out from his house when he put his address in. Somewhere 2.5 hours away from his house, Larry had entered his address to find his way back home. That information was enough to center the searches on places Larry was familiar with, like the desert area where he and Maya had gone hiking. But for me, I don't think he was familiar with the area if he put his address in to the GPS. Personally, they think he was familiar with this area. But why would he put his address in the GPS if he was familiar with the area? You know what I mean? So for me, I don't think he was that familiar. Maybe he was a little bit, but I don't think he was that familiar with it. Okay. All right. Anyway, that information was enough to center the searches on places Larry was familiar with, like the desert area where he and Maya had gone hiking. Over the months, droves of volunteers have responded to her family's calls to the community and have joined Team Maya. Larry Millete has been behind bars since his arrest in October 2021, awaiting trial. He pleaded not guilty to charges of murder and illegal possession of an assault weapon. If convicted, Larry could face up to 25 years to life in prison. Billy Little said his ego was so damaged by the fact his wife didn't want to be with him anymore and he couldn't handle it, so he killed her. Although there is still hope Maya could be found one day, a victim's body is not required to convict someone of murder. Little said, this is one of the strongest circumstantial cases I've ever seen. You don't have a body, so what? You don't get to get away with murder because you're good at disposing of bodies. But Larry maintains Maya left on her own. His defense attorney, Bonita Martinez, turned down 48 hours request for an interview, but spoke with reporters after a hearing where Larry was denied bail. Bonita Martinez said his wife was used to leaving the house in the past, and you cannot rule out that she's alive. I can't stand attorneys like this. I just can't. Okay, it was asked, Larry maintains that Maya voluntarily left the children to start her own new life. Do you believe that? Claudia said no. Allison said no. Claudia says, not at all. Allison said, I would never believe that ever. Never. Claudia said, Maya loved her kids. There's no way she would have up and left. Alita said, the best argument for the defense here is Maya is not dead. They don't have a body. She's alive and well. Attorney Alita said a no-body defense has worked before in other cases. She says without a body, the prosecution may be at a disadvantage. Alita said they need strong evidence, and the question is, what do they have? Do they have something that they're going to bring out in the courtroom that definitely ties Larry to the murder? Those loud bangs recorded may not be proof of anything. An FBI analysis was inconclusive, which is so annoying. Anyway, Alita said they couldn't definitively say those were gunshots because the sound quality was not good enough. In November 2021, Larry's attorney filed documents with the San Diego Superior Court with more allegations about Maya. Alita said they believe that she had this wild lifestyle, that was out there having affairs, she's dating different men off the internet, that she's drinking excessively, and that she's become this completely different person. And so they're pointing to third-party culpability. If she's harmed, it was somebody else. This is such bullcrap. This is what drives me crazy about these types of attorneys. And it's like, how can people live with themselves like that? I don't care what they are, doctors, counselors, attorneys. I don't care what they do as a profession. How can they live with themselves? Seriously, this may be their job, but man, oh man, sorry, but with some of these things, they're really helping evil. They're helping hand to evil. So, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see. But those close to Maya say none of this is true. It was said Larry and his parents claim in court documents that Maya was essentially a party girl. Bullcrap. Claudia said, definitely not. The Maya that I know was a devoted mother. When she was not at work, she was with her kids, her family. Not long after Maya's disappearance, Mary, Chris, and Richard said, Larry cut off contact between the children and Maya's side of the family. Richard said, we're just trying to see them. Going from hanging out, hugging them, jumping on my back, seeing them at least once or twice a month, at least, to not seeing them at all for 9 months. Yeah. The Millete children are still living at home in the care of Larry's parents, but after months of not seeing them, Maya's family was granted visitation rights in November 2021 and now spends time with them every other Saturday. Like, so good. Awesome. Okay. But the fight is not over. Mary Crease has filed a petition for guardianship of her sister's children. Mary Crease said, just show them that the whole entire family are waiting for them and, you know, are eager to be with them again. Like, that's awesome. I hope so. Allison said, what those children will go through, all those moments in life when they need their mom and she's not going to be there, it breaks my heart. In January 2022, Maya's family and friends held a vigil to mark the 1-year anniversary of her disappearance. Claudia said, there's somebody out there that knows something, that's seen something. They should come forward. Have it in your heart to help us bring her home. She'll forever be my hero. That's what I'm going to take with me, is a bright, shining star of a woman, regardless of what she is going through. What she was going through, an inspiration to be whoever they wanted. That's who Maya is. So with with her explaining Maya as a bright shooting star, I'm going to keep this in mind, okay, during the reading. Okay, and, oh, my last note was over here. Like, look how many pages. It's long. Crazy case. Another note. Larry retained a lawyer, was no longer cooperating with the investigation. Mary Crease revealed on February 4th of 2021, Larry discussed paying someone $20,000 to kill Maya's alleged boyfriend. Okay. And then another note, a .40 caliber gun belonging to Larry is still missing. All right. That's it. And then if you have any information on this case, contact Chula Vista Police Department. I will list that number in the description below as well. All right. Okay. That was very long. I started reading at 2:25 and oh my gosh, I've been reading for like 34 minutes. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're going to do prayer now. And let's do this at 37:55. All right. Okay. So let's start a prayer. I hope you'll be a part of this prayer. It's a lot more stronger. Yeah, so I really hope so. Anyway, here we go. Oh, hold on. Okay. Dear Divine, Source, Ancestors of the Light and Protectors and Archangels, I come to you and I want to first thank you so much for a subscriber bringing this case to my attention. I had no idea. Thank you so much for us being able to use our abilities and tools to bring awareness to each of these cases, and try to help put attention on these cases, however we possibly can, to bring answers, to bring justice in, just to do whatever we possibly can. Thank you so much for us being able to do that. Thank you so much for this channel, for us being able to come together as a tribe, as awakened intuitives, to build connections together, to be like-minded awakened intuitives, to just build our connections and share things together. Thank you. I do want to ask that you will guide me and walk me through my questions. Please guide me through the cards, and anything else that I could use, any signs, any synchronicities that you can help each of us be aware of and mindful of. Help us, please, understand the answers that you give us to the best of our abilities. Please enhance our abilities and tools however we may need them in a safe way. Please protect our energies. I want to pray and ask that you'll bring in honesty and truth and clarity. Please help us gain the knowledge and wisdom. I do want to pray and ask that you will protect, guide, and keep each of us safe, all of our inner and outer lives, against anything negative, evil, or unholy in any way, shape, or form. For all of us, me and my family and everybody who's watching, our inner and outer lives, around our lives, from this moment onward during this reading. I do want to ask that if there are any ties, cords, attachments, influences, accusations, attacks, hidden agendas, in any way towards this channel, towards our lives, in any way, that you will block those, cut those out, detach those from our lives, our inner and outer lives completely, and send them right back to their source immediately, please. Thank you so much, archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, and other archangels. I ask that you'll surround each of our inner and outer lives with a blanket of your light, of the knowledge, of the wisdom, of abundance and prosperity, of comfort, health, positivity, light, unconditional love, empathy, sympathy, understanding, respect, and acknowledgement, wisdom, truth. Thank you so much for that as well. I just ask for guidance during this reading and absolute protection. Thank you very much, and amen. All right, so there's the prayer, and then we're gonna do the singing. We'll do that at 41:50. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to light my sage before we start the reading. So I'm going to do the singing bowl. So I'm going to ding it twice, then sing it. So I'm going to count down so you're aware. It might be loud. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. I had some clearing of all negative energy, music playing in the background, and it paused. Anyway, so I got that going again. That was to cleanse out any lower energy vibrations and bring in higher frequencies and vibrations. Helps us connect to the source, divine archangels. They vibrate at higher frequencies and energies. So we're going to begin with a blessing card. And then we're going to begin asking questions. I'm going to light this sage first, then I will timestamp when we start the reading. I was just thinking that there's something about a flame. There's just something about a flame. Man, I'm going to have to use my torch. I think like it's just so important. It just lights our fire. Lights a fire on under our arse. I don't know why, but I'm so focused on a flame right now. I'm not sure. I'm gonna write that down. I don't know why. Ever since I sat down for this, I've been focused on a flame. Flame. I don't know why. What is the significance of a flame? Of the flame? That is my question number 63. That adds up to a 9. 9 can be a single independent energy, spiritual. 9th house is spiritual. Faith. Also, wish her to the universe. Man, I'm getting ashes. I've been having this incense going during this entire time. It's for the crown chakra. It's frankincense. Smells super good. It's from Crystal Medicine. If you would love to check out her channel, I'm going to list her channel in the description below. She's amazing. So good. So positive. Such good light. And yeah, she's awesome. Okay, let's begin the read at 45. Yep, 45. Okay. Here we go. Let's pull a blessing card first and see what we get. And I got ashes everywhere. Okay. These are, I believe, Angel Wisdom cards. But I call them my Archangel Michael cards. That's to knock out any possible previous energy. So Source, Divine, Archangels, my protectors, and ancestors of the light. Can you give us a blessing for this reading, please? Anything that may be important for this reading, or even just a blessing for Maya and her loved ones as well. Blessing, please. Woo! Are you serious? This is so comforting. This is what I'm talking about with signs and synchronicities. We got Archangel Gabriel, and I mentioned him in my prayer. Okay, this is what it says. Come on, Sage, please stay lit. It says, you are blessed to receive this Archangel card, and your guidance is to invoke Archangel Gabriel, who works on the white ray, for grace and purification. It is time to release old memories, ingrained habits, and mental patterns which lower your vibrations. I was just speaking about that. Archangel Gabriel will bring order and discipline into your life so that everything runs smoothly. You can also call on him to bring you clarity and joy. You are reminded that you are a beautiful light and wise spirit, and that only the material mantle disguises your true self. So envision yourself surrounded by pure white light. Let your pure spirit emerge and fly. Affirmation, I am pure and light. Amazing. That is so amazing. Wow. All right. Okay. I'm going to start asking questions. All right. I'm making a mess. Sorry, I'm taking time. Okay, what are we going to start with? We will start with Tarot of the Moon Garden. Okay, here we go. My first question. Okay, yep, my first question was Maya happy at the time when she married Larry? Which I think so. I get that vibe, but maybe not. Let's ask. Was Maya happy at the time she married Larry? Very young, 18. So, was Maya happy at the time when she married Larry? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Big time. Very, very happy. Oh. 10 of Cups. This is your most abundant, happy life. Absolutely. Your most abundant, happy life. She was very happy. Wow. Okay. Maybe right there. All right. Wow. Okay. Did Larry start acting possessive before they had kids? Page. Page of Pentacles. Pages can be something new, a message. It can be an offer with the Pentacles. Pages can be young and immature. And so this is like something new coming in. It could be an offer coming in. Getting an opportunity to really plant a seed. Wow. to grow everything you want or just what you want. Usually material things, finances, and things like that. But this is interesting. Did Larry start acting possessive before they had kids? So I think what I get is when they started having kids. That's what I get from it. Okay. And then I asked, or after. So let's say, did something snap in Larry after they had kids? Let's ask that. Did something snap after they had kids in Larry? Did something snap in him after they had kids? Three of Staffs, which is the Three of Wands. This is making plans. It can be embarking and trading, taking action to make plans. Wow. So it's like, this is what I was thinking when trying to pull a card, was that during most people, when they are going to have schizophrenia or things like that, it usually develops when they are in their mid-20s. It usually starts developing. So it probably started develop, but let's see. So they were 18 years old when they got married. Okay, and he enlisted in the Navy, and they waited 10 years to have kids. So if he was 18 and they waited about 10 years, that's 28, around 28. Come on, bud. And so I think that makes sense. And it's like making plans. It's like embarking. So embarking with this development of the brain. Wow. Very interesting. Okay, so did Larry slowly over time become so possessive? So I'm going to say, was it like slowly over time he was becoming possessive? The Star. Yeah. Yeah. Slowly over time, the Star. The Star is Aquarius energy. This reminds me of her because she was described as a shooting star, a bright light. Aquarius energy, it can be a wish fulfillment. It can be channeling. It can be vulnerability, star beings presence and guidance. So yeah, I think it was slowly over time for sure, because this takes time to get a wish fulfillment. Yeah, I think slowly over time it was becoming more and more possessive. He was. Okay. Or was he always like that? I think it was slowly over time. Did Larry always believe in spellcasting? Did Larry always believe in spellcasting? Whoop. 10 of Staffs, which is the 10 of Wands. 10s can be usually a no for me. 10 of Wands is taking an action to pack your bags, to get a restart, put your burdens down. I don't think he always believed in it. Yeah, I think it was like his last attempt, you know, kind of thing. Let's see. Did he believe in it when he started seeking them out? Woo! Did Larry believe in the spellcasting? Witchcraft? When he started seeking them out? Death. Yeah, because death is Scorpio energy. It is changes, transformation, death, rebirth, changes, transformation. So I think he had this transformation, a rebirth of believing in it. Okay. Let's see. Did Maya stop being attracted to Larry before he started becoming possessive? 2 of Swords, difficult decisions. feeling blindfolded about difficult decisions. So I think, yeah, I think she felt it was like difficult. Did Maya stop being attracted to Larry before he started becoming possessive? I think she had some like difficult decisions, difficult feelings about it, difficult words to express about how she felt about how she was attracted to him. Okay, I'm going to get another deck. Let's do the Divine Tarot, even though it's called Tarot of the Divine, but I call it the Divine Tarot. Okay. They're doing a lot of construction or something outside. I don't know. Okay. Did their kids see Larry's behavior towards Maya before her disappearance? Did their kids see Larry's behavior towards Maya before her disappearance? Strength. Wow, strongly. Strength, courage, Leo energy. This is passion and fire. Yeah, strongly they did. She's tackling, like wrestling with this alligator / lion / bear. Yeah, I think they did strongly. This is Taming the Beast, the Lion and the Lamb, Beauty and the Beast type thing. Okay. Oh man, the sage went out, the incense went out. Like, what the heck, man? Burn. Okay, we're gonna have that going a little bit. I might have to do this a few times. I usually do. So sorry. I thought this breeze from my fan would kind of keep it going a little bit. Man, it's so messy today. This is out again. Yeah, I thought the fan would kind of keep these going a little bit. And, come on now. You see any of the smoke in the video? A little bit. Sorry. Okay, let's move on. I do think the kids seen it very strongly. Yes. They probably felt it too. Kids feel everything, especially from their parents. They're so in tune with their feelings, energy, picking up on energy. All right, so did they see Larry being abusive towards Maya? Yes, we just got the Tower. In this tarot, it's Rapunzel. Wow, Tower, fire, passion. Fire, passion, and it's crumbling of the foundation, lightning striking, nothing will ever be the same, complete change, big time change. And they're falling, there's two people falling from the tower into thorns. Yeah, I think they did see abuse. Let's ask this. Did they see the Larry choke their mom? Whoa. 8 of Cups, walking away. Usually walking away from something. Feelings, emotions. Her back is turned. I don't think they did see that. She's under the moon. The moon is like subconscious, unseen, hidden, secrets, lies. This is walking away, 8 of Cups. I don't think they seen that. I don't think they seen the choking thing. Okay. All right. So now let's move on. Did Larry do that altar in their home? And I want to, I hope I can you know what? I'll probably make a separate video with all the pictures of them, okay? All right, so did Larry make that altar in their own home? Did Larry make that altar in their own home? This is my absolute favorite tarot deck. It's like a canvas. It feels like a painting. I love the size too. Did Larry make that altar in their own home? We got 2 cards. Ooh, we got 5 of Wands. This is change, challenge, struggle, fight, war, battle. And we've got the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. He wears his heart on his sleeve. This is water, emotions, feelings. He puts his emotions and feelings out there and he gets hurt a lot, turned down. He may be sensitive. I don't know if he did that in their own home. I kind of want to read these 2 out of the guidebook. And these are pretty short and sweet. Oh, I just turned to the 5 of Wands. Okay, I'll hold it up for you while I read it. The Pandavas, India Sanskrit epic poem. The 5 of Wands is represented here by the Pandavas, 5 brothers who embody unity in the face of conflict. The 5 brothers have been known to bicker and play fight, but they also care deeply for one another. A resolution to their strife only comes from good communication. Rivalry, opponents, disagreement, competition, clashing egos. I don't think he did that altar in their own home. And then let's do the Knight of Cups. Halubu the Hunter, Mongolian legend. The Knight of Cups is a messenger. Halubu is kind and gentle while also willing to take a stand for what he believes in. Halubu provides for his village, and after befriending a dragon, he willingly sacrifices himself to save everyone he loves. Chivalry, affection, invitations, taking action, meaningful gifts. No way. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, I want to ask this. Did he do that altar in one of his family's home? Did he do that altar in one of his families? Oh my gosh. We got 3 cards that flipped over. In a family's home, okay. First, we got the 3 of Wands. Again, 3 energies possibly. 3 Wands is taking that action to make plans. It can be embarking and trading. Something about trading. And then we've got the 4 of Coins, which is the 4 of Pentacles. This is holding back. It can be holding on too tightly. It can be greedy, usurer, holding on too tightly, hidden, okay? And we got 3 of Coins, 3 of Pentacles. So we just got 3, 4, 3. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Coins is cooperation, commitment, contracts. There was some kind of cooperation. There was action taken, plans. This was planned to be hidden. I got to read you this one. And there was cooperation. Okay, let me read you these all in a row. I don't want to read too much because it takes so much time. Oops. That's funny. We got 3, 4, 3. Okay, so the 3 of Wands, it says the enchanted pig. Romanian fairy tale. The 3 of Wands represents hard work and travel. The princess takes a long journey to rescue her prince, making sacrifices again. Are you kidding me? And we're talking about this altar, okay? And surviving trials along the way. If she stays motivated, her efforts will be rewarded. Self-motivation, freedom, reward, romance. That's interesting about romance too, right? And now let's do the 4 of Coins. Okay. It's the Condor's wife. I really want to read you this one. Peru, Aymara folktale. The Four of Coins represents greed and unwillingness to open up or share. Condor covets his wife, who does not like his lifestyle or living with him. Oh my gosh. He recognizes her unhappiness, but is unwilling to make changes or set her free. Hoarding, possession, financial stability, materialism, stinginess. And now back to the coins. Oops. I was just on the coins, sorry. The Three of Coins. Banjakri and Banjakrini. It says Nepal Tamang mythology. The Three Coins represents learning from one another. The fierce Banjakri and Banjakrini teach their apprentice to become a shaman. So I think he was told to do this or something. Let's ask after. They are demanding teachers, but their student is dedicated. All three put in hard work that pays off with the success of a new generation. Studying, studying, growth, collaboration, success, recognition. That's interesting. All right, you guys have to go out because I'm doing a reading. Like right now, you can't be in this room when I'm doing this reading, okay? You got to go out. Hurry. Hurry and unplug it and plug it back in. I don't have much time. Come on. You can't listen to this. You got to hurry up. Hurry and unplug it.
No.
You don't know where it is?
No.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy. You know, it will boost back up. You just got to give it time. We always have internet problems. All right, Kylan, you got to go in the other room. Take those in the other room. Leave this here. Come here. You got to go in the other room. Just give that a second to reboot. Internet problems. We always have them like every day. We always get kicked off of the internet every day. It's supposed to get better. Kylan, you have to go in the other room right now. You got to hurry up because I'm waiting to do my reading and I can't do it. While you're in here, I can't do my reading. Hey, you have to go right now. Thank you. You got it? Go ahead. Honey, you got to go. Just go in the other room. Go ahead and play with, go ahead and play with all that stuff in the other room. Thank you so much. Kids. They take up so much of your time. Anyway, okay. So, isn't that interesting? Like, seriously. Like, really seriously. I want to know if there was... Why did that... Oh, my music got stopped because of the internet. Anyway, I want to know if he had a family member. Like, was his parents involved with this sacrificial ritual type stuff? Come on, hun, you got to go in the other room. Please. That's a lot of stuff. Careful. Go, go, go. We're sitting here waiting for you. Thank you. Anyway, I kind of wondered about his uncle with the freezer. And I've wondered about his parents. So let's first ask if his parents had anything to do with like telling him about, like teaching him about this kind of lifestyle and turning to these things. And we've got coins and coins. So we've got the Queen of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, earthly. She is abundantly financial. She's the most abundant queen. She is in control. She'll turn down a low ball offer. There's a snake wrapped around her. And this is interesting. There's the Eight of Coins. This is the job card. This is the working card. the job, the working, the creating, mastering something. She's picking up pentacles. But let's read the Queen of Pentacles. Working, job. Let's see. It says, oh, her name's very hard. Warramarungundu, Northern Australia, Gunwingu deity. The Queen of Coins is an eager mother. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think about that. Queens are mothers, usually. Okay? Ready to bring new life. She has traveled the world. She has traveled too. They traveled from the Philippines. Oh my gosh. Blessing her many children. She's always moving, loving, and ever practical. She teaches her children how to help themselves. She teaches her children how to help themselves. A healer, luxury, being grounded, practicality, movement. And the job card, okay? I wonder, did his mom do this as a job in the Philippines or something? This witchcraft type stuff? Oh my gosh. 6 swans, Germany, German fairy tale. The 8 of coins represents a long haul. The sloth in the middle of a project that needs to be completed. The little princess needs to keep weaving nettles in silence if she wishes to set her cursed brothers free. Oh man, oh my god. Okay. Craftsmanship, commitment, determined, ambition, concentration. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was wondering a little bit about his parents, mother, family. I have to freaking light this again. This is crazy. Man, it keeps going out. It was pretty good in the beginning. Okay. Oh my gosh, that incense went out already. What is going on? Strange. Okay. All right, so we're gonna ask some more questions about his mother. Is this Queen of Coins, this Queen of Pentacles, his mother? Is it Larry's mother? Is this Queen of Coins his mother? 7 of Wands? Okay, this is defense. Like putting up a bubble around yourself to protect yourself. Defense. This is John Henry, Alabama. Yeah, taking action to be defensive. This is defensive energy. John Henry, Alabama, American folktale. The 7 of Wands represents an indomitable force against all odds. John Henry stands up for what he believes in and is willing to fight to the bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration even to those who disagree with him. Endurance, attack, fighting for beliefs, perseverance, mounting a defense. Okay, let's ask this. Did any of his family members that immigrated to the United States, were any of them in witchcraft? Were any of them in witchcraft? Sorry. Were any of his family members in witchcraft? Larry's family members. Yep, we just got the Magician. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. The Magician is magic. It is okay, so in this one, she's the godmother of like Cinderella, the fairy godmother. So she is magic. She waves a wand. She has the pentacles, wands, cups, pentacles, wands, cups, swords. So let's read her out of the guidebook. And she's number 1 in the major arcana. Number 1 for me can be a yes, like an ace. So the fairy godmother, French fairy tale. I think one of his family members definitely. The magician is a helping hand. She has the ability to change raw materials into something wonderful and dreaming into doing, but she's only the helping hand. It is up to the protagonist to use her support, moving forward to do the right thing. Originality, self-confidence, skill, a breakthrough, resourcefulness, resources, okay? I want to know, is this the mother though? Is this his mother? Can I ask one more time? Is this his mother? Is this Larry's mother? Capricorn energy. This is malevolent, violent, possessive, strings attached, negativity, evil, the devil. Is Larry's mother a witch? Is Larry's mother a witch? Whoop. Death and 9 of coins. Death is Scorpio energy. Death is that changes, transformation, endings and beginnings. Death, rebirth. Look at the shadow that's haunting her. And then we have 9 of coins, which is 9 of pentacles. This is a single independent energy, maybe the money maker. We had the Queen of Coins, financial abundance. She may make money by doing this witchcraft. I'm going to ask, does Larry's mother make money by doing witchcraft? Does Larry's mother make money by doing witchcraft? Ah! The Hangman. Oh, and Judgment. Judgment is the most yes card out of the tarot. She is a spellcaster. This is what this is saying, is that Larry's mother is a freaking witch. She's in a witchcraft. She's done it for a long time. She gave him this advice. Oh my gosh. And she does it for money. Judgment is yes. Judgment can be made a decision. Yes, a judgment call. Oh my gosh. And let's read the judgment out of the tarot. I think his mother gave him this idea and she freaking has done it for a long time. She grew up in the Philippines. They immigrated when he was a kid. Wow. And then we're going to read the Hangman. Okay, so Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, China, Chinese mythology. Judgment is the reckoning, an ending before the start of a new journey. Past actions and decisions determine future events. If you haven't learned your lessons, you are doomed to repeat your mistakes over and over. Improvement, forgiveness, a change of perspective, absolution, rebirth. And now the Hangman, which is Sleeping Beauty in this tarot. Wow. Hangman can be a new perspective, looking at things differently, and sacrifice, okay? Sleeping Beauty, Italy, Italian fairy tale. The Hangman seizes forward momentum to avoid disaster instead of favors of a reflection. Sleeping Beauty is a symbol of stasis. With the options of sleep or death, she chooses to wait for more favorable conditions. Suspension, restriction, sacrifice, readjustment, improvement. Wow. Yep, I think Larry got this whole idea of this altar. This is where it all started, was just asking about if he did the altar in the home. Like, this all came from that. And did he do it in her home? I think she lives somewhere out there. I don't know for sure, though. Let's ask. Oh my gosh. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I don't even know where she lives, but let's ask. I'm going to use the Magical Nordic Tarot. All my smoke went out again. Oh my gosh. I'll have to relight it here soon. Okay. Did Larry do this altar in his mother's home? Whoa! That ain't going to work. Let's try that again. Did Larry do this altar in his mother's home? That ain't gonna work. I just need one, maybe two. Did Larry do this altar in his mother's home, please? Thank you. Thank you. 3 of Cups. That's so interesting. When we freaking started asking that, we got the 3, a 4, a 3. Now we got 3 again. 3 of Cups this time. And it can be it says friendship on here. It can be 3 different energies. Friendship can be, 3 of Cups can be partying, celebration, hanging out, getting together. Friendship, it says. So, did he do this altar in a friend's home? Did he do this altar in a friend's home? I can't do that. That's too many. Can you please just give me 1 or 2? Did he do this in a friend's home, this altar? So glad my kids are so sweet. Did he do this in a friend's home? 5 of Wands again. It says on here battles. Battles, struggle, war, fighting, arguing. 5 can be change and challenges. Why does it keep giving that for just asking about where he did this altar at? Something about fights, frustration, stubbornness, ego. And the 5 of Wands is a card of rivalry, conflict, and strife. Disagreements with others can be expected as brewing tensions reach boiling point. Power struggles with others are likely. Those in competitive fields such as journalism, fashion, or sports could clash with their superiors, and rivalries in friendships and families are possible. This card can symbolize a love triangle for singletons. Really? Okay. There could also be trouble in paradise for couples, as old insecurities and interfering third parties include ex-partners cause unnecessary arguments and tension. Stand your ground, but don't be pulled into other people's drama. Okay, did he have like a relationship, an affair? I want to know, did he have an affair? It just could be a secret, like friendship too. Did he have an affair though? Did he have an affair? Did Larry have an affair? We got 3 cards, jeez. Did he have an affair? 5 of Pentacles, it says emotional withdrawal. Possibly. And 5 of Pentacles can be alienating those around you, not listening to those around you. That is very interesting. It can be winning at all costs too. And we've got the 10 of Swords. Interesting. It says on here completion. 10 of Swords is betrayal. 10 swords in the back. And Temperance. And it says on here harmony. I think he had a freaking affair. I'm not kidding. Look at that. Emotional withdrawal. Betrayal. 10 swords in the back. And Temperance. Temperance is Sagittarius energy. It's divine timing, mixing of cups, celebration. It could be Archangel Michael or angel guidance, direction, guidance. Yeah, I think he had an affair. And so you know how if the significant other, a friend or anything like that. Oh, okay. Anyway, they will usually, if it's like a toxic relationship, they usually will blame the other person for what they're doing, right? So I think that is what it is. I think he had an affair. Was it with a woman? And there's a woman on that Temperance card. So was it with a woman? Did he have an affair with another woman? Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Cups is emotions and feelings. On here it says dreamer. There's a rainbow. Wears his heart on his sleeve. He pours his emotions and cups and feelings out there to others, and he gets hurt a lot. He gets turned down a lot, so he doesn't always finish the race. He's sensitive, sympathetic, empathetic. Was it with a man? Let's ask. Was he having an affair with a man? With a man? 7 of Swords, liar, cheater, thiefer. And the Chariot. Wow. That's a possibility. And it says on here betrayal too. Holy crap. So 7 of Swords is lie, cheat, thief, strategic and sneaky, sneaking around, lies. And we've got the Chariot, Cancer energy. We just had that Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, cups, emotions. On here it says movement. The Chariot can be full speed ahead, forward movement, mixing of different energies very well. Inner warrior, taking the reins, kind of taking control. I'm going to read this Chariot out of this guidebook. That is so interesting, huh? I think he had an affair. I went too far. Yep, okay. All right. Okay, it says, the Nordic goddess of the sun's soul and a god of the moon, Mani, were siblings who would pull the sun and moon across the sky in chariots. A young woman stands upon a chariot, confident, courageous, and full of ambition, and she knows what she wants, and nothing and no one can stop her. 2 dogs, her spiritual guardians and faithful companions, stand in front of the chariot, awaiting this mistress's instructions. I'm not even freaking kidding. Her heart and mind, symbolized by the images of the sun and moon, are in perfect alignment. She's finally on the right path and prepared for both the light and dark parts of the journey ahead. Journey, conflicted, indecision, choices, direction. I decide my destiny. You know what you want. Now is the time to grab it with both hands. For your chariot awaits. Everything you need, courage, confidence, and determination are already with you. There is no room for fear or doubt. A long journey lies ahead. Lies, okay? Either towards something you desire or away from something you don't. Self-belief is essential right now. Master your emotions and you will master your fate. Obstacles will be overcome with inner rather than outer strength, and the potential for victory is great. Did Maya know about this? Did Maya know that he was having an affair? That's what I'm getting big time. Did Maya know that he was having an affair? Did Maya know he was having an affair? 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is usually feeling stuck about taking an action. On here it says unity. Keywords: communication, self-worth, partnership, and confidence. The 2 of Wands marks the start of a rewarding partnership in love, work, or business. From joint ventures with friends to new relationships and fruitful collaborations with others. It heralds a time when 2 heads are better than one and joint projects are poised for success. Existing businesses will thrive as opportunities to grow and diversify come knocking in and an office romance? Are you kidding me? Okay, and an office romance could be on the cards for singletons as well. Important decisions will also need to be made in work and romance. There could be a choice between 2 partners or jobs. Don't settle for what's comfortable. Choose happiness instead. Was she having an affair too? I got one. Oh my gosh, I got the World and I got one more, and it's a High Priestess. No way. Okay, the World is Earth. It is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It says on here motivation. It is the World is fulfillment, completion, endings, and new beginnings. It can be travel. And the High Priestess. The High Priestess is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It says on here empowerment. And she who sees but doesn't speak. Okay? She holds the knowledge. She holds the information. She knows things that others may not know. Wow. 2 major arcanas for that. Oh my gosh. Where's the World? Where's the World? World. I might have to do part 2. What the heck, man? Okay, here it is. Oh my gosh. It says there were 9 worlds in Nordic mythology, all of which were linked together by the tree of life. Interesting. Okay. The full moon, representing the world, shines brightly in the sky, while the northern lights, unable to contain their excitement, dance happily around it. Silhouettes of animals, from foxes and hares to horses, stags, and wolves, can be seen playing across its surface, while glimpses of laughing figures, symbolizing the souls of departed loved ones, cheerfully wave and celebrate from the sparkly lights. Filled with joy and happiness, the world dances in bliss and rejoices as one cycle ends and a new one begins. Journey, movement, change, endurance, completion. The world is your oyster. You've achieved your heart's desire. Now is the time to bask in your glory and enjoy your success. Synonymous with happiness and fulfillment, the world can indicate anything from an engagement or birth to a milestone, birthday, anniversary, or career achievement. Interesting. Okay. Promotions, business rewards, and recognition from high places can be expected, and it can predict a new home, a recollection abroad too. Proposals are also possible, while love could blossom with a foreign stranger for singletons. And you know what? That is totally, like, I have no judgment. None. I don't. Let's go to the High Priestess. The Nordic gods and goddesses would often wear clothing from feathers or fur, believing it would help them take on the characteristics of an animal. It says, the High Priestess sits on at a table with precious stones and a crystal ball before her. Her hair is a crimson red, eyes bright blue, and she is wearing a black cloak adorned with teal feathers. An eagle representing her spiritual power sits on her shoulder, while 2 cats, one black, one white, her familiars, sit on the either side of her. There's a full moon and sky full of stars in the distance, and a sword lies on the ground beside her. With the soul of a goddess and mind of a warrior, she symbolizes a balance between our inner and outer power. Spirituality, intuition, meditation, higher self-healing. I'm guided by intuition. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. Listen to your intuition now, as all that glistens around you may not be gold. Secret information will soon be revealed, and what's hidden will be exposed. Privacy and discretion will be of utmost importance, as secrets will be shared and loyalties may be tested. Messages from the universe are also likely, so take note of any recurring dreams or quotes you see, as they could be signs. Your psychic powers will be also heightened. This card can predict a future career in healing or mediumship too. Okay. Was she having an affair with her boss? Page of Cups. It says on here playfulness. There could have been some playfulness. Pages are, it can be young, mature, or new. An offer, Page of Cups, can be a stinky offer or an unexpected offer that comes in and you're usually unsure how to feel about it. But on this one, it says Page of Cups, it says playfulness, childlike, kindness, and friendship. So they could have just been super kind to each other, her and her boss. The Page of Cups is the messenger, fun, playful, and young at heart. He heralds the arrival of positive news. It says he on here, but it's a she. Okay. Exciting messages about pregnancies, engagements, and new romances can be expected, and you could hear some shocking gossip about someone you know, too. The Page of Cups can also predict romance with a younger person, and often appears when you've captured the heart of a secret admirer. Your creativity, intuition, and inspiration may be heightened, and the outcome to any interviews, tests, or exams is likely to be positive. New friendships can be expected. Okay. Was she... Okay. Was she wanting to be with somebody else? Oops, that's way too many. Can we try this one more time? Was Maya wanting to be with somebody else? The Hangman. Again, And it says on here, limbo. The Hangman can be a whole new perspective, looking at things differently, seeing things differently. It can be sacrifice. It can be in limbo. So maybe she felt in limbo. What did I even ask? Oh, was she wanting to have a relationship with somebody else? Limbo. According to Nordic tales, there was a naughty squirrel that would travel up and down the tree of life, stirring up some trouble between the eagle at the top and the serpent at the bottom. Ooh. A man hangs upside down from the tree of life. Beneath the tree's roots lies as well. Thought to contain all the knowledge of the universe, 4 deer, symbolizing spiritual growth and innocence, can be nibbling on the tree leaves, while an eagle, synonymous with wisdom and high aspirations, sits upon one of the branches, like the Nordic god Odin, who sacrificed 9 days and nights, as well as his eye, for spiritual wisdom. From the same well, the hangman is willing to do whatever it takes to gain the knowledge he seeks. Static, comfortable, surrender, contentment, trust. I'm too comfortable. The hangman is a card of patience, surrender, and most importantly, faith. Wow. Wow. She may have been waiting to meet the right person. Okay. The universe could seem like it has left and gone on vacation now, as life slows down in a situation. Love, work, or business reaches a standstill. Wow. Frustrating delays are likely as decisions from others take longer than expected, and you could feel like you're stuck in limbo. Pause and view the situation differently. You may not be able to control what happens, but you can control your experience of it. So accept the now and have faith in what's to come. Okay, let's ask this. One more question about this. Was she waiting for somebody to decide to want to be with her? Oops. Was she waiting for somebody to decide if they wanted to be with her? 9 of Wands, it says determination. On here it says determination. 9 of Wands is taking that action to build up a wall to protect how far you've come. It also says resilience, inner strength, empowerment, and challenges. The 9 of Wands is a card of perseverance and holding on. It represents a time when an ongoing battle has nearly been won and you now need to defend what's yours. Small but frustrating setbacks are likely as unexpected hurdles appear at the last minute. Opposition from others, including those you're working with, such as editors and designers, is possible, while those in relationships could be tested by ex-partner's reappearance. Interesting. Okay. Synonymous with perfectionism, this card can also symbolize a fear of being hurt or rejected by others. Protect yourself, but don't be afraid to let others protect you too. Okay. All right. We have to move on. This is going to be another part 2. I don't know what is going on with my readings lately, but they have been so freaking long. It is insane how long they are. I cannot believe how long they are. Okay. Gotta get my guidebook ready. And we gotta start with my questions. I can't believe how long these readings have been. Wow. Look what's on the bottom of this deck. A 7 of Swords that lie, cheat, and thief, strategic, and sneaky. Okay. Woo! Okay, where did I leave off at? Let's see. Ooh. It was the altar. My gosh. Okay, we're on question 8 of my questions written down, and we're over an hour into this. Oh my gosh. Okay, did Maya ever find out about the altar? Did Maya ever find out about the altar that Larry did? 10 of Swords, betrayal, 10 swords in the back. Yeah, I think so. But 10 can be usually a no for me. But this is betrayal. This is 10 swords in the back. Totally betrayed. And look, it's like an altar on his back. I think she did. Did Maya casually find those speakers? Whoa. The star. That's her energy. Aquarius energy, the star. She's vulnerable, a wish fulfillment. She can channel. She can know things. She's empathetic. Yeah, I want to read this one out of the guidebook. I have to cover her. But did she casually find those speakers, okay? Calmness, a meditative state. Well, what do you do when you're freaking sleeping? It's like a meditative state. Quietening the mind is so that one may gain clarity, hope, seeing the next appropriate step. After the frying pan of the devil and the fire of the tower, the fool at this point surely deserves some comfort. And in the star he gets it. In this gentle, serene picture of a nude woman pours water from two pitchers. In the traditional image, water flows from one pitcher into a stream and from another pitcher onto the land on which the woman kneels. On the Tarot of Dreams card, the woman instead hovers over a boundless body of water and rainbow streams emerge from her pitchers. One can glean much about this card by simply immersing oneself in it. Imagine yourself floating at night under a starry sky above the ocean. Before you, a beautiful woman gradually comes into view. Stars sparkle like fireflies around her, on her forehead and in her hair. The waves are calm and the rainbow streams converge to form a shining star. How does this picture make you feel? A shining star. That's exactly how she was portrayed or described of. Okay, this card, more than any other in the deck, has a quality of timelessness that serves to quiet the mind. It could suggest a meditative state or simply the peaceful feeling that comes after a huge upheaval, such as that pictured on previous card, the Tower. The cool, crisp air, the starlight, and the transparent pictures suggest clarity and clear-headedness. These are crucial concepts because it's important to understand that the atmosphere evoked by the star isn't one of fantasy or escapism, but rather a cool-headed alertness and aliveness. If you've ever meditated, you know that after you're done, your mind feels calm at rest, yet clear, with your perceptions sharpened. For at least a little while, your mind has shed its grandiose daydreams, as well as irrational fears and insecurities, and instead is able to look at life as it truly is. This kind of clear perception is necessary for the meaning that most readers give this card, which is hope. The kind of hope addressed on this card is a realistic hope, where your calm state of mind and your clear vision are able to discern the possibilities available to you. But realistic, almost there. But realistic doesn't mean we should only, awesome, take it in the other room. Doesn't mean we should only hope for small things. If your hope is to become a rock star, this might be a very realistic goal indeed. If you have the talent, temperament, and self-discipline for it, the star card encourages you to take the next logical step toward your goals. This inspiration is often felt as a kind of grace, as if we had touched by an angel's feather or by a rainbow stream from a star woman's pitcher. Sadi means fishhook. An angler must maintain a quiet demeanor while he casts his line so that he doesn't carry away the fish. Aquarius is a sign of unconventional thinking, which enables you to perceive options and opportunities not usually discernible. So I'm thinking that she kind of had some kind of message by maybe her protectors or something, her guides, that she needed to look under the bed or something like that. I'm pretty sure. That's what I get out of it. Okay, let's move on. So, did Larry do other witchcraft towards Maya that we don't know about? Did Larry do any other witchcraft towards Maya that we don't know about? Did he? Ooh. That we don't know about. Okay, so we got the Knight of Wands. This is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, passion, fire, action. The Knight of Wands quickly comes in and out, maybe quickly in and out actions. So I think he quickly did many of those quick in and out, a lot of them. I think he did a lot of them. Okay. He may be confident too, that Knight of Wands. All right, let's move these out of the way and keep going. Oh. Maya, okay, was the blood on the altar Maya's? Was that hers? Was that blood hers on the altar? Two of Wands. I think it was both of theirs. Both of their picture was up there together. I think it was both of theirs. I just want to know how he got hers. And it could be like really sick, weird things like her monthly stuff, okay? You never freaking know, all right? People can be desperate. So the Two of Wands, it can be that feeling stuck energy between taking an action. But look, there's one wand here, one wand there, one with that doorway, one with that doorway, and like the same steps. I think it was both of theirs. Did he get hers by, you know, women's stuff? I just want to know, did he get hers by women's stuff? Did he get hers by the women's stuff? It is 4 coins. Okay. 4 coins is that 4 of Pentacles, that holding back, greedy, a usurer, holding on too tightly. It's in a box. So what's this box about? Honey, you got to get your stuff and go in the other room. Please. Okay. Let's see. Thank you. All right, so the 4 of coins, here we go. It says good fortune, alternatively a high price paid for good fortune. Okay. Fears that what one has will be stolen. Miserliness, or greed. 4 is the number of material manifestation, and coins are the suit of the material. Thus, before we even look at the picture, we know that the 4 of coins will be a materialistic heavy card. Our attention shifts from creation, as seen in the 3 of coins, to acquisition and maintenance. The card shows simply a rich man with his acquisitions. How we interpret this image depends on the context of the reading. It could mean simply good fortune. Our ship comes in, we hit the jackpot. But look closely at the man's face. His lips curve in a slight smile because he is pleased with his hoard. But there is a strain around his eyes, as if attaining and maintaining his riches is more difficult than he thought it would be. Perhaps he had to pay a price for his good fortune, a price that for many would be too high. Perhaps the key around his neck is a burden that weighs him down. The mere fact that the box requires a lock tells us that he lives in fear that the coins will be stolen. Perhaps the fear is justified, perhaps not. Either way, it has become clear to him that these coins have 2 sides. Sun in Capricorn, your ego sun can all too easily find itself creating its own prison, Capricorn. I'm not sure about that one. I may have to think about that one for a minute. Okay, let's move on. Did Maya tell Larry she was going to the divorce attorney appointment? Oh, we got 2 cards. This one is an ace. This says, yes, she did tell him that day that she was last heard from. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Oh. Yeah, this is like her truth. Okay, so the Ace of Coins, aces can be, yes. The Ace of Coins can be planting that seed to grow your absolute abundance. It could be material things, possessions. Ace of Coins, this could also represent her filling that paper out. And the Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. She's about truth. She's about justice. She will cut out nonsense, and she protects her emotions. So she's like laying down the truth sword. Yeah, I believe she told him. There's the Ace of Coins and the Queen of Swords. Yep, truth sword. I want to light this again. So sorry. I do need a second while my kids are out of the room. Thanks for your guys' patience. I don't know why my readings have been so long these past few times. Oh my goodness. I'm talking about, there's a lot going on lately. More ashes. All right, cool. I'm gonna have that go for a little bit, as long as it will. Man, I'm just making a mess of all these ashes. Woo! Okay. My next question was, did he lock her in her bedroom? Or if she locked herself in the bedroom, because that thing was punched out. Did she lock herself in her bedroom? This is the 6 of Coins. So this is generosity. It's like he's giving a key away, and it's a symbol of a Libra sign. It's Libra's justice, balance, karma. Okay, that's strange. So generosity, giving to 2 is the 6 of Coins, the 6 of Pentacles. And there's a key. And he's like handing it out. Okay, I think he put her in a room and maybe she locked him out or something. Let's read the 6 of Coins. Charity, sharing, establishing balance, an unequal relationship in which one person gives and the other takes. Wow. I'm stopping on saying interesting so much, okay? I drove myself crazy watching, okay? Sorry. A richly dressed young man holds a set of scales in one hand and with the other hand offers us the astrological glyph for Libra, also representing scales. This card means charity or an effort to reestablish fairness and equity in an unfair world. In material endeavors, we often get caught up in the effort to acquire as much as possible. In the 6 of Coins, we experience the pleasures of sharing what we have acquired. The evenly balanced scales show us the importance of that balance and fairness in material matters. Do we have too much? Does someone else not have enough? The answers to these questions will differ for everyone, but this card encourages us to at least ask the questions. On an intrapersonal level, this card might suggest it as unequal relationship in which one person always gives and the other person always takes. While the man seems to be handing out equality with one hand, notice that the scales in his other hand are still unbalanced. Oh, I moved, sorry. Moon in Taurus. We all have a natural tendency, Moon, which can be either encouraged or resisted according to our personalities to express our maternal, compassionate, and protective instincts in a patient and tireless way, Taurus. Okay. So I want to ask, did she lock him out, like after he put her in the room? Okay, now we have the 7 of Wands. This is defensiveness. Defensive and putting that bubble around yourself. I think she locked him out. I think like she ran to her room and locked him out. Okay. All right, let's move on. Did Larry blow out the lock on Maya's door to get to her? Did Larry blow out that lock to get to Maya? Oh, we got quite a few. All right, so we've got the 2 coins. This is unbalanced. This is very unbalanced. Juggling. And then we have the 7 of Coins, planting seeds. And then we have the 8 of Cups is walking away. And then now the High Priestess. So I just want to read the small description of the 2 coins, each card. So imbalance and juggling. Oh man. Okay, it says juggling many things at once, having too many balls in the air, awareness of this cyclical patterns of life and using those patterns to one's advantage. Was that like his guns and like, I don't know, using something? Coins can be material things, a weapon or something. And then we've got the 7 of Coins, which planting seeds, usually to like grow, to be able to harvest later on. Patience, evaluation, something you have nurtured can now grow on its own. Okay, patience. I think he was trying to get her out of that room, patiently waiting. Now we've got the Eight of Cups walking away. He may have walked away for a minute. Okay. It says, abandoning a path and using your intuition to help determine a new path, returning to the source, examining hidden aspects, restlessness, feeling called to abandon something. Or she was just abandoning him. Okay, and then the High Priestess, Pisces energy. She who knows but doesn't speak, she holds the knowledge, she holds the information. It says, darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. She holds the key. Let's read her. I will read her, the page for her. I believe this is her energy. It says, intuitive insight, reconciling of opposites, an indirect approach, withdraw from everyday activities. Yeah, I think she like withdrew with that walking away. Had a plan or something. Maybe planted some seeds from this juggling imbalanceness with them too, possibly. Okay. It says, under a hazy night sky, the priestess sits in her temple drawing down some mysterious force from the moon as he watches her. Oh. Okay. The fool can see the moonlight literally descending upon her, and stars, suns, and moons nestle in her hair. Her moon-shaped headgear provides a powerful, sympathetic magic. We all know that there is more to ourselves than our conscious minds can perceive. When we find ourselves making an unexpected emotional outburst, or when an image that we can come across seems to speak to us in startling ways, as tarot cards can do, then we know that there are currents beneath the surface of our conscious minds. But the structure of our minds prevents us from apprehending these currents directly. How can we ever hope to see what we are incapable of seeing? The answer is the priestess. She allows communication to travel back and forth between the conscious and unconscious worlds, and she maintains the integrity of both worlds by sharply limiting and filtering that communication. This is why the material we receive from our subconscious speaks in riddles, dreams, and metaphors. The two pillars on the card represent duality, as do the different colored spheres atop the pillars. Duality is the way our conscious minds are structured and how our minds in turn structure our perceptions. From the time we are born, we learn to categorize everything we perceive, good or bad, pleasurable or painful, light or dark. Later in life, the categories grow more sophisticated, but the dualities remain. Responsible or carefree, well or ill-intentioned, passive or aggressive. These distinctions make it possible for us to live in and make our way in the world, but they are a hindrance if we want to navigate our way through the subconscious, whose nature reflects the primordial, murky waters of oneness rather than the sharply delineated opposites of everyday waking life. The High Priestess's eyes are closed, shutting herself off from the sensory input that threatens to seduce her back into the conscious world. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Wow. She has her back to the pillars, indicating that she has gone beyond the duality. She has stepped through them, as if they were merely a doorway to different kinds of perception. Significantly, she holds her intricate lens so that it frames her heart chakra. The heart chakra reconciles opposites, bringing them together into an organic whole and healing the rift between them. Ooh, she may have been trying to, like, calm him down. Oh my gosh. Shoot. Thus, we experience the priestess's energy as a calming one. The night and the moon on this card symbolize the uncertainty and uneasiness that our conscious minds feel when faced with evidence of the existence of the subconscious. In order to enter the waters of the subconscious, the priestess, or that part of our mind which she represents, must embrace the symbols of night and moon. Then, when she has relaxed and allowed some conscious material to permeate her being, she will turn us and hold up her magic lens, through which we can catch a few hints of intuitive insight. This one's long. Okay, Hebrew letter. Gimel means camel. A camel is used to cross desert regions in the same way that the priestess helps us cross the gulf between the conscious and the subconscious. The moon is the planet of the subconscious mind. All right, okay. Wow, let's keep moving on. Holy moly. This is crazy. All right, so did he get in her room and shoot her? Did he get into her room and shoot her? Okay, yep, we got the Chariot. One flipped over as the Chariot. Cancer energy, speed, action, holding the reins, taking control, full speed ahead, forward movement, and it's quick forward movement. I think he did hurry and get in there to shoot her. It's getting windy. Yep, I'm pretty sure. And those loud bangs were around 10 p.m. And then the kids were sent out around 10:30 p.m. Okay. Wow. Let's see. Did he shoot Maya? Did he shoot Maya? I think that answered those questions, but did he shoot Maya? The Fool. Wow. The Fool can be the Joker. It's number 0. The Fool is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, spontaneous, adventurous, immaturity, a leap of faith, trusting the fall. Not thinking things through, jumping ahead. Wow. Did the kids hear the gunshot or gunshots? King of Swords. Wow. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Again, King of Swords. He can be the lawman. He sees things in black and white. He's about truth. He's about justice. And it can be the Watchers. Oh, yeah. King of Swords can be the Watchers. I think they definitely heard it. Yeah. Did Larry send the kids outside so he can move Maya's body? Oh, boy. Did you see that? That was the sun. That's a big yes. The sun, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, energy, fire. It can be abundance, joy, happiness. But the sun is another yes, just like Judgment. And then we've got the 5 of Swords, winning at all costs, alienating those around you, blocking things out. And then Queen of Cups, she's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She's the seer. She can channel. She's the motherly and nurturing mother. She's very empathetic and sympathetic and maybe sensitive. She gives a lot of her emotions and cups out there. Wow. Yep, that's for sure. Yes, he did. So he could move her. I'm getting another deck. Wow. Man, I'm so bummed my stage won't stay lit for very long. Boo. Boo. Okay. Oh no. I dropped some of my other deck. Okay. So let me get this book ready to go if we need it. Okay, Millennium Thoth Tarot. Did he move her body into that freezer? That's my next question. Hold on. All right. Did Larry move Maya's body into that deep freezer? Four of Pentacles. It has a shape of a freaking deep freezer. Seriously, it's all square. And there's numbers on the inside. Four of Pentacles, it can be that holding back, holding on too tightly, a greedy, a user, holding something. I think that is completely accurate. I think he did use that freezer. Oh my God. Did Larry Hall take Maya's body in the freezer in the back of that Lexus? Did he use that freezer, put it in the back of that Lexus? We got the Queen of Cups again. She's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. She's motherly, she's nurturing, she's empathetic, she can channel. Cups is emotions and feelings. Freezer uses water to cool. Ice. Yeah, I think so. I don't even know what color that Lexus was. I wonder if it was white. Maybe. Or blue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Was that why he backed into the garage? Was that why he backed the Lexus into the garage? Ace. Yeah. Aces is a yes. And look, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups can be an overflow of emotions or a self cup of love. Cups is water. So yes, that's why he backed in the garage. Okay. When Larry was gone for 11.5 hours, was he disposing of the body during that time? That he was gone for that time? Yep, the Hierophant. Taurus energy. This can be holding the key to the secrets of society. Can be rules, conformity, establishments, a leader. It can be self-enlightenment, spiritual awakening. But look at that key. Yep. Okay, and then did he dispose of the freezer during that time too? Did he get rid of the freezer during that? That is way too many. Did he get rid of the freezer during those 11.5 hours too? The sun. Yes. Big time yes. A big, big, big yes. The sun. Wow. Still trying to work with my phone holder. Okay. Did he get rid of the gun during that time? Whoa. 5 of Swords, winning at all cost. That's a yes to me. Alienating those around you. Alienating that gun too. Winning at all cost. Yep. Okay. After this last question, I'm going to go to part 2. This is crazy, all right? I've got to. During the 11.5 hours, did he drop that freezer off at his uncle's? During those 11.5 hours, did he drop that freezer off at his uncle's? That's too many. Try this again. Did he drop that freezer off at his uncle's during that time too? Knight of Cups. More cups. Water. Knight of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. There's a white peacock and he's riding a white Pegasus. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He puts his emotions and cups out there and he gets hurt a lot. Giving. So he doesn't always finish the race. More water. I think so. I kind of want to read this one out of the guidebook. Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups charges forth on his white steed. He wears Roman armor and giant white wings spread from his back. Oh, he's got wings. Okay. He does not face the front of the card. Rather, the red cup he holds aloft becomes a focal point. A crab ascends from the cup. His left hand pulls at the rein of his horses. A white peacock spreads his plumage out at it. As it walks along the water, a veil of blue seems to rise up and over the peacock. moving with grace, fiercely loyal, enjoys the journey, doesn't mind taking the time to reach a destination. Yep. Okay. All right, you guys. This is going to be the end of part 1 of Maya Millete's reading. Again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go straight into part 2 so I can finish this reading, and hopefully that uploads quickly, and I'll get to that to you as soon as possible. As once it's done uploading it, it'll be available. Okay, so thank you for being here. If you've seen anything during the cards, picked up on anything that I didn't say, please comment. Let me know what you think. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next reading, okay, Awakened Intuitives? Lots of love and light to you guys, all right? Bye.